Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COD Zombies HQ. This is a special report regarding the leaked intro dialogue for DLC4 Revelations. If you do not wish to spoil what I believe to be the intro dialogue for DLC4 Revelations, do not watch this video. I repeat, the contents of this intro can be considered major spoilers for DLC4, so if you do not wish to spoil that for yourself, I would highly suggest you click off the video. If you're still around now, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, be sure to smash that like button down below and subscribe for more COD Zombies daily news updates. So before we get into the contents of today's leak, let's begin with the history of it. Around 3 hours ago, a Reddit user named DeathDragon199 posted this post to the COD Zombies subreddit entitled #spoilers leaked revelation intro dialogue. And in this post, guys, which has now been removed from the COD Zombies subreddit, and again, if you frequent that subreddit, I would highly suggest you do not talk about this leak. The mods have banned all discussion of it to avoid spoilers. But he revealed that when viewing a dump file created when playing Gorod Krovi on PC, there is some dialogue from DLC4 that is located in the subtitles section of the game. In terms of the leak's legitimacy, he did provide proof in the post, but again, I had to actually see it for myself, and as a result, I can confirm that the dialogue discussed in this post is in the code of Black Ops 3. There's also been discussion of whether or not this is the intro or it's the outro, the ending cutscene to the map, and the confusion about this stems from the first 21 lines of dialogue in this kind of sequence being labeled intro and the last 12 being labeled outro. Of course, I can't show you any of the specific code due to copyright reasons, but I've looked at it, I have it on my PC, that's how many lines of dialogue there are. And a bunch of people were saying that because several lines of code were labeled outro, that's the ending cutscene for the map. I don't believe that's true. I believe that all 33 lines of dialogue are part of the intro cutscene to the map. I'm not 100% sure why the coding switches from intro to outro, moving on to the 22nd line of dialogue in the full intro sequence, but the way the text flows, and I'll kind of point it out when we get to that point, it flows perfectly from the intro to the outro. It doesn't seem like separate sequences to me. Furthermore, the dialogue labeled with outro is only 12 lines long, and I very highly doubt that the ending cutscene for Revelations is 12 lines long. It's probably much longer than that. So without further ado, let's get right into the intro dialogue for DLC4 Revelations found within the code of Black Ops 3. It begins with Monty speaking. Okay, let's recap a bit, shall we? This was meant to be a new start, really. A perfect world, free from all the evil that has corrupted each and every corner of the known and unknown universe. It was supposed to be a place of safety for the kids, the little yous. So far so good. But things started to go wrong soon after you arrived. Now, I can understand your initial shock coming face to face with Maxis, especially after so long, but you did the right thing. You followed the plan. You brought the summoning key here. You destroyed that bloody machine once and for all. Thing is, Maxis went and ballsed everything up. In the dialogue, it says a mysterious voice then starts speaking. Please, you must help me. Monty then starts speaking again. He heard voices, you see, calling to him. Only together can we prevent the destruction of your world. It wasn't really his fault. You know, he hasn't actually got his soul yet. All I got was a brain. Anyways, the key thing, as in the thing that is key, is that Maxis fiddled around with a summoning thingamajig and accidentally released an even bigger bastard. Someone even I didn't know was in there. The Shadow Man. The one and only original Harbinger of Doom. So I'm going to be absolutely truthful with you. Things have gotten way too far out of control. This isn't any vague woohoo evil. We're talking about the Apothicons, the most powerful and evil entities in all the existences that have ever existed. And now they're here, in our perfect world. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things, it's a fucking shit show. With the evil vanquished, I can start making it all nice again. And in the code, this is the point where it switches from being labeled intro to outro, but as you can see, it flows really well. No undead, no Apothicons, no Shadow Man. All gone forever. But here's the funny thing. You snowflakes shouldn't even still be here. You should be fading out of existence by now. Those blood vials. Richtofen then starts speaking. I was wondering when you'd bring this up. Monty replies. They're from realities we've already closed off. They shouldn't be here. They can't be here. Such a paradox means you're putting my perfect world at risk. What to do? What to do? You certainly can't stay here. Richtofen then responds, you could send us somewhere else. Somewhere we've never been. Monty then says, I suppose I could make a little corner somewhere in history. A place where I can dump you or some other shit I have left over. Or I could just wipe you from existence. Oh, hang on. Actually, that all works out perfectly. And then it ends. The supposed intro dialogue for DLC4 Revelations. In terms of the strikingly new content revealed in this dialogue, we've seen that, the characters have already met up with Dr. Maxus once again. Of course, we haven't seen that yet. Something bad went down, and to quote Dr. Monty, Maxus ballsed everything up. We also got to read that Monty wanted to destroy the summoning key, but he didn't know that the Shadow Man was locked inside it. The Shadow Man was then released. I guess he summoned the Apothecons, and they've started to wreak havoc. We assume that the area that they're wreaking havoc in is the house, this perfect world being created by Maxus and Monty, a place where the children, the little U's as Monty referred to them, can be safe. And the next part is where we tie into the teaser we actually got today, where we see these kind of old maps melding together, meshing together into this one singular Revelations map, where Monty says that he would create a place for our 4 characters that's, quote, a little corner somewhere in history. A place where I can dump you and some of the other shit I have left over, close quote. And we're assuming that some of the other shit Monty has left over is bits and pieces from the old maps. We know that Monty has kind of been an omnipotent but not present observer throughout the events of the zombie storyline in general, that he was responsible for the guns on the walls, for, the power drops, for the Perca-Colas and things like that, and that because our 4 characters are carrying these blood vials, of course the actual contents of them we don't know about yet, they won't disappear from existence like they should, and thus Dr. Monty has to send them to an untouched reality, something that they haven't actually been to before, I assume so that Monty can fix everything in this perfect world that he's created. And that place that Dr. Monty sends us is the Revelations map, this melding of different old maps. And the last line of the intro makes it seem like Monty has a plan for us there, something else, something greater than just stuffing them away in a closet that they haven't touched before, where he says, oh, hang on, actually, that all works out perfectly. So perhaps Monty has a plan for our 4 characters after all in this kind of locked off closet that perhaps maybe will be helping him defeat the Apothecons in this area. Maybe he'll be trying to send the Apothecons to this untouched closet, so try and rid of them in the universe where Monty has created this kind of perfect reality, this safe haven for the kids. And that perhaps in the Revelations map, our objective will be to kind of defeat the Apothecons after they've been transported to this far-off world, this melding of Monty's quote-unquote shit he has lying around. But also so that they don't have to stay in this closet that Monty has created for them in a far-off realm that is unpopulated and unimportant. That maybe if they defeat the Apothecons, they can continue on existing in a world that they're used to. It seems, at least to me, that that kind of storyline could be a real possibility. And I think it creates a whole nother dynamic to the storyline, another motivation for why we're doing what we're doing. That our 4 characters are not only fighting for their lives and for the future, but they're fighting to make sure that their own lives are not monotonous. That they don't have to sit in this realm created by Dr. Monty until the end of time. And for me, that's more than enough motivation with all the knowledge we have about the background of these characters, with all that's been developed in the last 7 years, to go into the last Black Ops 3 map and secure their future. It's all very interesting stuff, guys. There's nothing in here that I've kind of read and got, oh my god, I wish I didn't read that. I wish I just didn't read that. It's spoilery, but it's not, absolutely huge spoilers. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, be sure to smash that like button down below and subscribe if you're not already for more daily news updates. I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you with another COD Zombies news update tomorrow. This is your post-video spoiler alert. Well, I guess if they made it this far, it's not really important anymore, is it? Either way, if you made it this far, I might as well give you a little hint towards the Easter egg series. The first code in the series translates to unlisted. The second code is a URL to that unlisted video. Good luck.